OBS crap works, man. You know, it sucks. It sucks. It's
terrible.
terrible. All right, let's check out and see if we're good. Let's see here. Nothing screams good like getting on your phone right away.
Yes.
You know, sometimes you just gotta pop in there and make sure everything's working right. Mm-hmm. Get the volume down. Gotta make sure the camera
looks good.
Yeah. So it's
Doing the classic,
like skipping.
Oh, there we go. No, it's working well.
Okay.
And we're back, baby. We're back, baby.
Well, we thought, you know, I was joking around with everyone last week, and saying that you were like deathly ill, and you know, laid up. But
you know what's great? So you did the solo pod, and you posted the short, right?
Mm-hmm.
And one of the only shorts, or the only short that you posted, one of the only comments that you got on it
was how bad it was.
was basically some guy saying that you have no foresight for the future. You know what I have to say to that guy?
He's absolutely right.
You're completely right. This guy's a dumbass. Fucking idiot. Holy shit.
I just love that guy's comment.
I liked it.
You know, it was so great to see that.
As soon as I saw it, I clicked like I needed to.
Well, that was the one that's definitely going to stick with my head, and then also the other one that always sticks with me was like when we were like fake bickering about being proud about the podcast. I was like, I'm proud. I kept saying I'm proud.
Yeah,
And you kept
you're a
saying
proud individual.
Well, you were arguing. Remember, you were arguing. I was prideful, and I was like, no, because I know you were trying.
Well, because you said you have a lot of pride in the podcast.
No, I said I was. We're not gonna do this again, but I said I was proud. So
I don't know.
So
You guys saw it.
no. But I'm saying that this guy was so he was so jazzed up about it. He was like, yeah, I want to be proud too. And he subbed.
Yeah,
He subscribed after that.
dude, I'm glad he's proud too.
Well, he was picking up on the energy, you know,
Yeah,
where he was like,
I know. You know, prideful people just all have a certain kind of energy.
No.
You know, and they attract towards each other.
so fucked up what you're trying to do.
I ain't doing nothing, bro.
No, it was like honestly trying to twist the words around to make it seem like it's something that it's not.
Dude, I'm just stating facts.
We can't keep going on like this. We can't keep talking about this like this. Anyway, what have you been up to, bro? Like, obviously, you obviously weren't
slow
sick.
cruising. You know, getting the vibes right, getting shit done,
Mm.
eating some Burger King. You know, Burger King has this wonderful burger. It's like the maple brown sugar Whopper.
Bro, you just not to cut you off, but do you remember when we had a plan?
We did. Bro, I wish we did it, bro.
I know.
We sold.
But do you remember? I was just gonna say because there was this great plan we had for the show where we were like, we need to go get the SpongeBob.
Yeah, the Krabby Patty meal.
Yeah, the meal for the new movie and eat that. It was like a yellow dyed burger.
Oh my god.
It looked
like
disgusting.
Cancer in a bag. Dude.
Yeah, it looked horrible. But you were just like, we have to get it. We have to go check it out.
on the pod.
Eat a disgusting like soy burger dyed yellow in front of everyone. Yeah. No, honestly, that would have been funny, but I was just like, I always thought about that. I was like, God, I can't. I'm so glad I skipped out on that.
Dude, we should. I'm so sad that we skipped out on it.
We can always just do like the CEOs do. Where we just line up all the burgers. Like, we're the CEOs of all these companies. Like, we run McDonald's, Burger King.
Without us, they'd be nothing.
We are the people that eat this food.
Yeah.
So, the guy, I just love how the guy nibbled. He's such a good
McDonald's guy. He took like a little.
And
he was like, that's a big bite for the big arch. It was like not a big bite at all.
It's like,
And then he got flexed on by a bunch of other CEOs. You know, like the Wendy's guy. The Wendy's guy like made it himself and he ate it. You know, there was one dude who I saw who he was like, you know, like He was like, I don't really feel comfortable eating on camera. He's like, I'm gonna be honest, but he was like, if you like comment on this, I'm gonna pick like someone, and they can take a group of their friends, and we're all gonna go to my place, my restaurant, and I'm gonna buy you guys all lunch. And we're all gonna eat together.
Yeah, that would be fun.
I was like, dude, he's flexing on it, bro.
Imagine going to Arby's or Burger King with like the CEO.
Why was Arby's the first one?
Well, because they did one. I thought that like got famous. Like
yeah, but Arby's is trash.
I know. You know, it was just, you know what it was, because I've never eaten Arby's.
Dude, I ate Arby's one time with my dad. And we went there, and we both got like roast beef sandwiches, and we were like, these are terrible.
I was gonna say, like, what is appealing about like going to a fast food place for a roast beef sandwich? Like, if you wanted to, why don't you just go to a deli?
I guess maybe 100%. You want to go to a deli, you want to get a nice roast beef sandwich. It's like a roast beef on like a fake brioche bun. Do you see the mountain you could get now?
No.
You can get like a pound of roast beef on one sandwich. And it's like it's a very tall mountain of roast beef.
How much does that sandwich cost? Like $35?
I don't know, but I do know that I've seen videos of people just going to like college chicks on the street, being like, "I'll give you $100 if you eat this under like 5 minutes," and like they throw up every.
I was gonna say, you ever see the ones where it's like they get like the they have like the big buzz ball?
Yeah.
Okay. That is the best. Right? It's like,
shut this buzz ball for $100. Shut this ball.
And then they're drinking it, and it's like they're literally like the last shot is always them like people. They have to like go to class that day.
Yeah. It's on campus.
Yo, guys, this is what your girl's doing when she goes to college, bro. Just saying.
Chugging a buzz ball for like $50
for a YouTuber who has like a camera in his glasses, really like
the Ray-Bans or whatever with the camera.
Yeah, exactly. And he's like, yo, chug this. And she's just like chugging a blue buzz ball.
She's like, oh my god, I have to do the whole thing?
Chugging a blue buzz ball like it's Fortnite. That's what it looks like.
It's the slurp juice, bro.
Yeah.
Isn't it beautiful how this is the things, this is what people watch. We all just watch a bunch of bullshit that doesn't benefit our lives in the slightest bit.
So true.
It's wonderful.
We watch junk, bro. Every day people watch junk.
Every day.
You know what the kind of junk I'm consuming right now?
Beer.
Yeah. Beer, tobacco. All the good stuff. But that show Euphoria. I've just been. I watched all of the new episodes so far, and it's just like a fucking.
You watched that.
Yeah.
Because you wanted to see Sydney.
No, she doesn't even get naked. She's not got naked once this season.
Who cares?
I know, but I'm saying it is just. There's a lot more nudity as well. Like there's more people naked than her.
Isn't a lot of it like CGI too? They do like CGI nudity.
I don't know. I never heard anything like that.
I do know from the one season. The one dude has like he takes out his giant cock.
Yeah, I think they did.
And that was actually fake.
I think they do that for a lot of. I believe it or not.
Well, which makes you wonder. No, yeah, because I said you were about to say, yeah,
they do that a lot of times.
Yeah,
not talking about fucking cocks in movies, but like they do that a lot where it is like.
Well, it's probably with everything realistically. Like they probably make chicks tits look way.
No. I'm telling you, no. They don't do that. They don't do that. They don't do that at all. You're wrong. It's only for the dudes who get the hell.
My bad.
It's the truth.
Okay, I'm not denying it. You were real quick to jump on that. Like, no, like you'd almost be sad if they did do that.
Yeah, that would be kind of disingenuous when you think about it. You're like, no, they have to be really naked, the girls, and then the guys, they get a prosthetic penis to use, where it's like you know, a fucking like 8-incher, you know? Yeah, you know. It's something retarded.
So what do you think it's like to have a prosthetic penis on your penis?
I don't know.
Like, you think they weigh a lot?
That's porn, though. There's porns that are like that. The guys
That's not the question. I know there's porn like that.
I know. Well, our ass is like, you know, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that could possibly be like. To be honest with you. And
do you think it's uncomfortable? Or do you think it's like a nice like warm sock on like a winter night?
Why don't you write me a fucking poem, bro? Why don't you write me a Christmas carol about this shit?
Maybe it feels great. Who knows? Because maybe, you know, it's got like a little weight to it. And it's like they attach it to like your head, and it's like stretching it out a little bit, you get a nice little stretch.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man.
No, you're right. Yeah, I mean, it probably feels like somewhat natural. You know? Like wearing a glove.
Yeah, it fits like your glove, dude.
Just saying.
Well, that's interesting. You know what? It's you know, is it gay to have a job to make prosthetic penises for individuals? Because you gotta think
the ultimate question.
It has to fit on that guy's penis.
Well, there's no like, it's not like hats where it's like one size fits all.
Yeah, no, exactly. And they have to make it specifically for that guy's penis. You know,
there's no way.
They're taking measurements of their dong.
There's no way that people are fucking getting their penis measured though.
Why not?
Not for prosthetics.
What do you mean? Of course they are.
Oh, there's a crazy echo.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Oh man. How?
Oh, you know what? I left this
microphone on.
Oh man.
I know, I fucked this all up. It was such a good stream, bro. That's tragic.
Yeah, that's okay, man.
Yeah, it is what it is.
What are you gonna do? You know.
There's probably, you know what's good about the
We're still learning. It's only episode 8. Which, by the way, this is the last episode.
I know. Come on, what's that a great idea? Like,
it's terrible. He goes, what if this is just the last episode? That's his great idea. Like, what the fuck do you mean? He asks me every day, let's do a podcast. Let's do a pod. Let's do a pod.
My God.
Every day.
Bro, it's not true.
He's on his hands and knees begging. His knees are bruised. Because he gets down so much for me.
You're fucking retarded.
Goodness.
Now it's buffering. You know what? We got to hit record as well. I didn't even hit record on this shit.
Well, that's okay.
It was all echo.
If the mic was fucked up, yeah, it doesn't matter.
It was all echo.
We'll just go back. YouTube does this in general. Just go back.
Well, damn, that sucks because like I feel like that was pretty good podcasting for a minute.
I know you feel like it was really clippable, right?
No, I was gonna say
I do.
I was gonna say with the clip maker, it's perfect because AI will just fix that for me.
No, we don't use AI.
All right, I'm saying I'll fix that for myself.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
When AI, you replace the I with Al.
My nickname is Al. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like
and you just accidentally mispronounced it.
Yeah. Some I'm like Allen Iverson. Like I sometimes just say I'm AI. like. I mean,
you don't watch basketball.
I don't. I just knew like who has initials AI.
True.
And I was like,
true.
And I was like, that.
Speaking of basketball, today was kind of an upset day. Actually, let me check. Because it's the playoff.
Give us the basketball update.
I know people don't, or you don't care much, but
I mean, I care. I care. I'm just not a. I'm not.
You don't care.
I'm sorry, bro.
So, yeah, it did happen. Okay. So the Knicks destroyed the Hawks. The winning by the most points ever by halftime. I said that kind of weird, but the largest point differential, the Knicks had the most points, more than the Hawks at halftime in the history of the NBA. Crazy. Dyson Daniels tried to break Mitchell Robinson's arm. If you want to tell me otherwise, then you have no eyes. The Sixers beat the Celtics going to Game 7. What the fuck is that? The Celtics are frauds, bro. This is supposed to be the dream team. You got Tatum. You got Brown. Brown's been carrying the team on his back all season because Tatum was out. He's back. He's playing great. This is why you can't live and die by the 3. That's what the Celtics do. So the Celtics have, I don't know if it's the most, it might be championships out of any other franchise.
I think that's correct.
And as of the recent years, they live and die by the 3, which works for them. But you can't just live and die by the 3. You can't have, because you need Steph Curry. And even Golden State wasn't just living and dying by the 3. They had Draymond Green with defense. They had not just Steph Curry, but they had Klay Thompson, which at the time, they were the Splash Bros. They were the Splash Bros is what they called it. Because all they could do was shoot threes, shoot shots, whether it was fadeaway jumpers, Like, wide open, they were making it 100%. They could rush into the paint, make a nice lay. And the Celtics, they don't have that. They don't have Steph Curry, nor do they have two. They don't have Splash Brothers. So it's just not going to work for them. And to go to Game 7 against the Sixers is really something else. That being said, the Nuggets lost.
This is the which one? The Sixers versus who?
The Celtics.
Celtics, okay.
Yeah. And the Celtics are living and dying by the 3, and they're dying right now. Because the Sixers, Tyrese Maxey, I believe, point guard for the Sixers, is probably he's probably in my top 3 right now for point guards. And he's great. I think Joel Embiid is overrated and a bum. And Paul George, all he does is focus on his podcast. They have an incredible coach. They have an incredible coach. I'll say that. Their ATO, after timeout plays, is great, and that's all because of their coach. It's weird. And obviously the Nuggets lost to the Timberwolves. I love Jokic. He's the man, one of the greatest basketball players to ever live, but I don't know. He's getting kind of soft, man. I don't know.
Okay.
He's bitching and moaning, and
all these players are always bitching and moaning.
Yeah,
just to talk about the sport I'm a little bit interested in is like the Giants and stuff like that. Like they traded. I'm trying to remember the guy's name. Who they traded? Like Thomas or something like that. But they trade this guy who was just kind of like honestly a fat defensive lineman. For the Giants, and they just traded him for a 10th round pick, and it's just like this guy was asking for way more money.
For 10th round pick?
Yeah, or a 10th pick. 10th pick, not 10th round. Yeah, 10th pick. I
was gonna say.
Or 5th pick or something like that. Something crazy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember, but yeah, like this guy was asking for like $9 million more, and he brought really nothing to the team. I mean, after so many years, he was on the team for almost like, I don't know, over 5 years at least for a defensive player, but still, he didn't bring much to the team at all, in the last season, and he wants $9 million more, and we traded him for a 5th pick.
Now let me tell you about this because I know you don't know about this. On the Knicks, they have this player Mikal Bridges,
okay,
who is one of my favorite basketball players personally. The Suns, he was looking pretty good. He got traded to the Nets for like a little bit. He was dominating on the Nets, and he got traded to the Knicks. He got traded to the Knicks for 5 first-round picks.
Wow.
And then, oh, God. In every playoff game this season,
the Knicks gave up 5 first-round picks for this guy.
Yeah.
Wow.
5.
Wow.
In every playoff game this season so far, besides today, he was absolute dog shit. Completely trash. Now,
yeah,
today he really picked it up. But he was playing so poorly that the Coach Brown, took him out of the game. He normally averages like 33 minutes, which is a lot in basketball. Yeah. He's always in like the higher percentile of minutes played per game.
Right.
And he was averaging like 20 minutes because they had to take him out because he was playing so bad. And they gave up 5 first-round picks for him. And all these people like Stephen A. Smith,
future president Stephen A. Smith,
Charles Barkley, I think, they were all talking about how like, dude, like you can't have gotten traded for 5 first-round picks and just like suck ass.
Right. No, I mean that's insane. I mean, well, that is modern sports right there. It's just like you're just speculating. Yeah. You're speculating on who's going to be great, and there's all this hope like at the beginning of the draft where it's like this guy's going to bring our team together. He's going to bring the defense together, everything like that, and you don't know. I mean, some kid. How many times do we see like some kid who's great in college, and he gets to the pros, and it's just like fart.
Yeah,
it's nothing great.
Ronnie James, we're looking at you, bro.
Bro, chill, bro. You don't know about the Bronny James legacy that's about to pop off, bro.
No, I fuck with Bronny. I think he's got mental blockage because I mean he plays in the G League and he does fantastic. He'll drop like 25, 30, and then he plays in the NBA and yeah.
Maybe it's a stage fright at the moment. A lot to live up to.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't know. It's
wonky. It's like.
But I mean, like, who cares in the end of it? Because he's LeBron's son. He'll always have millions and millions of dollars, and
he will be fine.
Yeah, he'll be okay. He'll be okay.
But that shows like LeBron James or like Kobe Bryant. When you're coming up from kind of nothing, it is really amazing to see like what you can kind of turn yourself into. You know what I mean?
I think it's part of it.
Was Kobe's father in like the NBA at all?
I don't remember. I think he was.
He was like a minor player.
I will say, like, it's weird. Yeah, it's like some of these players that are so great come from nothing, and then some of them come from something. Like Steph Curry, his dad was in the NBA.
Yeah.
And obviously his dad wasn't that great, but Steph is, one of the greatest players to ever do it.
Yeah, he's one of the best three.
So it's like this dude, his dad played in the NBA. He got plenty of money, could have done whatever with it. Actually, Steph has a brother, Seth Curry. He's also in the NBA.
Really?
Yeah.
What is he like? Who does he play for?
The Hornets.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's not as great. He's still kind of goated. He's not bad. He's definitely better than his dad. I'll say that.
Does he play a lot? He got a lot of playtime?
I think I don't know for this season, but I think last season he was averaging like 20-ish minutes, which isn't like starter level, but it's like 6-man. It's like you're the backup guy. I believe. I might look that up right now because I'm curious.
That is interesting. I'm trying to remember what we could re-go over just to get a clean audio real quick on the echo.
You're talking about penis.
We were talking about dicks a lot, but I don't honestly. Now that I think about it, I'm glad that audio's messed up.
Okay, so he used to play. He used to be a starter, and then as of like 2022-ish. Wait. I didn't realize this season he's on Golden State with Steph Curry.
Really?
Unless Google is wrong.
Could be possible.
Yeah, no, he's on Golden State. I didn't know that. I didn't realize that.
He knows bro's going all the way. How's Golden State doing this year?
Well, they're not in the playoffs. They were in like the They had like a good game before the playoffs and then lost. No, they're not in.
No, thank you so much. I can't see in these glasses.
Yeah, you're just blind. You have no foresight for the future.
Such a good comment, bro. Such a good comment. I'm trying to shake this guy's hand. Excuse me, sir. I'd like to shake your hand. I just know it's just like some chud boomer who's just like, I love Trump so much. I scroll through YouTube and I get like shorts, like guys who are going live like we are. And there'll be like a guy, there'll be like a dumbass boomer guy with like a fedora on and like a vest and a shirt and tie and everything like that. And he's got like a notepad and he's like, should Trump put Jimmy Kimmel in jail? Should he? This guy's gonna be in a lot of trouble. I don't know. I think he's got a lot of problems coming his way. I'm like,
dude, it's like the burnt peanut for
boomers. Yeah, no, you're 100% right. And there's like 280 people watching this guy. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
you're like, what am I doing wrong?
Should I just start?
Because we don't confide to the masses.
Yeah.
That's why. Like we're individuals with our own opinions and our own thoughts.
I think if we did,
unlike these brain dead monkeys.
I think if we were like to start like kissing up to Trump, it would actually be good for us.
No, we'd probably get like a bunch of views.
Probably really good. It'd probably be like, holy shit, like yes.
Then we get a bunch of hate and a bunch of love at the same time because it's like, that's just what happens with when the next election happens, Gavin Newsom starts running. He's obviously going to. And we start dick sucking him.
President Gavin Newsom.
We're going to get a bunch of love and a bunch of hate. And it would be the same on the other side. For JD Vance or Marco Rubio. And, but we just can't do that. That's not in our blood. It's not in our DNA. Like I'm probably, I've told him this many times, I'm probably not going to vote for next election because it's like, unless there's like some sort of independent that actually says a lot. See, I was relatively pro Stephen A. Smith, even though he's kind of a joke, right? Because in my head, I was like, here's an independent man. Here's a dude who is a fiscal conservative, but morally liberal, which I'm kind of like that. And I was like, all right, well, he's kind of a clown, but I like a lot of what he says. I feel like he's kind of a realistic, central person. And then, recently he was talking with I don't know who, and I don't support foreign affairs at all. I'm a very, very like almost libertarian guy, where it's like I don't want to be involved in anything, and I want people to have their own responsibility. I want the government to protect our rights, and that's about it. And he's talking about how much he loves Israel and all this, and I'm just like, dude, like
you're
sounding
talking about
like
Stephen A, huh?
yeah, and I'm like, dude, like you just sound like another one of them, bro. Like, oh, like you say you're a traditional conservative that is probably going to get involved with a bunch of foreign affairs if you win. It doesn't go together.
Do you remember? Do you remember? It's interesting. It's interesting you asked me that.
Yeah,
Gavin. I love Gavin Newsom is like the best. The reason why I'm like he's going to be a president is because number one, he has the most money right now. He just acts like a politician, and he's just like he's so perfectly ready to take on that role as just like an idiot president guy who's just like, what? Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, well, it's funny to me too, because like obviously you see from the left how anti-Israel they all are, right?
And not really.
And or at least how much not the politicians. But
oh yeah.
The people, like if you look at polls too,
about now it's both sides.
Yeah, well, it's definitely both sides, but the left is much more still.
Well, because the boomers are such a stronghold, like for these like Republican dudes, like they make it where it's like, oh yeah, there's still like 45% of Republicans that support like Israel and Trump and everything like that because they're just sitting in front of a TV in a nursing home.
But you see how the majority of liberals are against Israel, right? And being involved with them and everything. And you watch. The election's gonna come. Gavin Newsom's probably gonna be the guy for the liberals. And
he's probably gonna win.
And they're all gonna vote for him. And he's pro-Israel. Because when election time comes, all of that reasonable thinking that you have goes out the window. That's what's going to happen. It's going to be hilarious for me because I'm just going to look. That's why, like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to vote. Because it's like, I don't see any of these candidates that we are being presented as of right now, at least, that I've seen. Maybe there's some that I haven't seen that are smaller, and that's why I haven't seen them. None of them interest me. None of them make me feel like they have the values that I hold. And, they have best interest for the people.
I'm just gonna write in Thomas Massey. I was just kind of giggling to myself about like we're gonna just talk about who we're gonna vote for the next like 2.5 years, basically. Yeah, I'm gonna vote for Charlie Kirk because honestly, Charlie Kirk, I think about how he died and he represents my values, and Gavin Newsom and Marco Rubio, they don't represent my values. They don't represent my values because they're both idiots, and they are. They are idiots.
Yeah. I might write in Mickey Mouse. I know it's a big one every year.
Writing in Mickey Mouse is such a like. I remember when you first told me your dad did that, and I was like, "Oh, I love it." Mickey Mouse.
Maybe I'll write in Kevin Durant. He's
Does he have political aspirations?
He has like burner accounts where he shit talks NBA players on his team, and then
he never won a championship, right?
No, he has.
He has?
Yeah.
Who?
Golden State.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot about his like little switch up, and because he won that ring and it worked out.
Yeah, he should have won when he was at OKC, but he's cocky. He's a dickhead.
He just keeps switching teams, right?
Yeah, he's been all over the place.
It's awesome. It's like what's his name? Who's the guy with the
Dude,
beard?
he made Steph Curry cry in the locker room once.
How?
I don't know.
Steph seems like a sensitive guy. I mean, you ever see that? You ever see the videos of his wife, the way he talks, like the way she talks and shit like that?
I don't think that makes him look sensitive, but I do I do think she can be kind of a piece of shit.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like he's like sensitive. It's sad in the world because sensitive guys usually get with those kind of girls where they're like they walk all over.
You know what I took away from that though is kind of like, dude, like we're all doomed, bro. Because it's like you could be 6'3", one of the most famous people on the planet. Extremely athletic, good looking, dark hair, light eyes kind of guy. Loads of money, and your girl could still be hating on you,
Bro,
bro.
he's not married again yet, right? So you could probably marry him if you wanted to.
He's still with this girl.
Oh, he is?
Yes.
Oh, I thought he got divorced.
No, bro, they have like kids. They're
Yeah,
like,
you're right.
She
You're
just she just says stuff that's stupid, you know.
Talks
She
about
she'll be
Ace.
like, oh, I miss, guys flirting with me, and like, oh, like Steph is obsessed with my feet, so I'll send him pictures of my feet.
Oh,
Freaky ass Steph, I fuck
Oh.
with that. That's me, brother.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not trying to sound sexist or fucked up, but I'm about to. And
That's great.
I'm just saying. But
Yeah,
I'm
I'd
saying
say
this
too,
guy's
man.
making millions of dollars a year and he can't like go up to his chick and be like, if you don't shut your mouth.
Well, let me say this.
If you don't shut your
If
fucking
that's
mouth.
how you feel, right?
Yeah.
Look at so Klay Thompson, right?
Mm.
Was the other splash bro that I was just saying before with Steph Curry.
Right.
He was dating Meg the Stallion up until like 2 days ago. They broke up, and she's saying it's because he cheated on her like 4 times, and all this stuff. And apparently, he came out and he was like, "She told me that if we were gonna date, I need 700 grand a month." And all these people that are like Clay fans that are like, "Yo, City Boy's up. He is City Boy. Fuck is you talking about?"
I need to provide her with 700 grand a month.
It's like, see, to me, when I hear stuff like that, whether it's true or not, I don't know, but I know there's instances where that is true
But at least
from celebrities. I'm like, this is advanced prostitution.
so true.
I'm a celebrity,
But-
you're a celebrity, we both have millions of dollars, yet I have to pay you so that I could fuck you and we could be boyfriend and girlfriend.
No, but at least like with her, I'm defending the other chick, Steph Curry's wife, but at least
Aisha.
okay, but at least with Meg the Stallion, like she's just like she's already a celebrity and she's already a ridiculous person. Because
Yeah.
if you're a female, like I'm not trying to be like mean, but if you're a female rapper and you're like this like super rich, wealthy, like basically like she was a stripper, right? Like she was a stripper beforehand. I'm assuming.
I don't know.
She probably was, but
I don't think so.
I don't know about that, but being honest, I'm being honest.
You're being honest on your opinion of that.
But that's probably true. Probably true.
I don't know. They're not all Party B.
Yeah, I know, but I feel like their origin stories are the same. Like, right? Like, didn't they come from the same club or something? Or
I have no idea, bro.
like they both, I don't know, have the same goal. Like they're like Mario and Luigi, kind of. You know what I mean? Like they have like this, they're like the same thing.
I don't think so. Not gonna lie.
But she's a uptight celebrity type who thinks like she's like the greatest already. So at least I understand that coming from her because she's like, oh, you want to be with me? Oh, I need this because you're an NBA player and I'm this, and this is what I want to be with you, or I'm just not gonna care.
Yeah.
But the other girl is just like Steph Curry's wife, Aisha. She's just a normal girl. She's not like a rapper previously famous or anything like that. Like right?
Yeah. No, true.
So that's what I mean. Where I'm like, I'm defending Meg Thee Stallion more. Can't believe we're talking about this, but
Bro, you said what are we gonna talk about on the podcast?
I don't know. I don't know either. You never know where you're
We'd
gonna
be
go.
spitballing, man. Yeah, we were just talking about Gavin Newsom like 5 minutes ago.
President Gavin Newsom. Imagine, dude, we're gonna be 30 sitting here, right?
Yo, pull up if there's comments, bro.
I can look right here. There's no one. Nothing.
Oh man,
There's nothing, bro. I wish there was comments. I was praying for someone to say anything. It was like Brian Griffin. Someone popped in for a second, said, "Want to buy a used car?" Had me on YouTube, and then popped right out. And I was like, "Oh man, oh man, he left already." But yeah, I can understand. I can understand the celebrity. I cannot understand the hometown girl. Like I'm a millionaire because this dude is a great basketball player. Vibe.
Listen, I got 2 things to say about this. Right?
Go ahead.
One, I got one. He's beautiful.
He's a nice looking gentleman.
He is.
I'll say that.
I'll glaze him till my death. But
good.
So Meg Thee Stallion, a lot of people are saying, how could someone like Klay Thompson, who's not that decent looking, cheat on someone like Meg Thee Stallion? How do you not just wake up every day and say all this?
So true.
You could say that, I don't care, but what you can't say, which a lot of people have been saying, is I didn't even know who Klay was until he started dating Meg. Hold up. Hold the phone.
That's ridiculous.
You're a retard.
That's probably a girl comment.
You are a retard. 100%. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. And some like pick me boys are saying that. But it's like, you cannot. This man
the pick me man
has an insane legacy. And if you didn't know who he was before only because of Meg Thee Stallion, you are a retard. And there's no denying it. You are a sad soul on this planet Earth that should just give up. You should just start chud maxing every day.
They probably already are.
Probably. But anyway,
DoorDash every day, McDonald's every day,
DoorDash every day,
Fortnite every day.
Spend your money. You rent a place. It's kind of cheap, but you DoorDash every day, so you'll never be able to save up for a home. You'll never own property. If you have a kid, they're gonna hate you. That's the life you're looking at. If you're gonna tell me I didn't even know who Klay Thompson was before Meg, then you're just stupid, and you don't really you don't have it together.
You're an effing
You just really don't.
I know. I agree. I fucking agree, dude. But yeah, I mean, anywho, listen about Gavin Newsom. I mean, again, I was saying this last week, on the solo pod where I was like, people laugh at me when I say, and I think you said this as well. You're like, because I say that like jokingly about, like we're gonna have a president, Gavin Newsom, probably because again, like I said, he has
joke about with. I think that's pretty close to true. I think there's a very good chance of that.
It's just so obvious to me. It's just like has the most money, says the most boilerplate shit. Like I said, like we always. How many times did we joke about like that's interesting?
Well,
that's interesting. So
when election time comes, see a lot of people vote based off of what they currently see on the news and during debates and whatnot, and they don't know Gavin Newsom. I know liberal women that have no idea who Gavin Newsom is. But they're going to see him and he's going to say things that they like, and they're not going to look up his history.
Of course not.
They're not going to look up his failures or his accomplishments. They're going to see what influencers that push him say and what he says on the screen, and they're going to vote based off of that, which is why I personally believe, we need a societal change of we need to stop saying, get out and vote, it is your civil duty. We need to say, only vote if you are informed on the people you are voting for. You cannot become informed from a person by the fake shit that you see on TV about them. You have to actually look into what policies they've put into place. What they are currently saying does help. You need to see what they've done. If they haven't done anything, if it's a newer person, then maybe you're taking a risk. But if it's someone who's not a newer person, like Gavin Newsom, then you should really be doing your research before you vote for him. Because this is the kind of person that, if we're to win, controls and affects our lives directly. So what are you doing? Why would you, how could you hear that and know that and think, I'm going to vote for this person and do no research? Because if you're voting without research, then your vote could be dangerous.
Kind of. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. I mean, right now, how do you feel about Trump trying to get rid of mail-in voting?
I don't really care that much. I don't mail-in vote.
I don't really mail-in vote.
I don't think mail-in I think there's good and bad about mail-in voting.
Mm-hmm.
It's not something that matters too much to me. I'm sure that I guess there's like a community of people who like mail-in voting is like, oh, like what if you couldn't make it on voting day or whatever? It's like, well, if it matters to you, then you'll make the time.
Well, I mean, like, there's also like disabled people.
I'm sure there's ways they could get there. What do you mean?
No, that's
what is a
true.
disabled person so disabled they can't leave their house?
No, you're right about that.
They have people that help them.
I understand, but I'm making the point of like why does it really matter if you're mail in or not? Like, because that was the kind of argument I was having. Like, even last week I was talking about like my boomer dad, where it's like all about like this fraud. It is like this like witch hunt of fraud they're looking for. They're like, oh, we got to get to the bottom of all this mail-in ballots. That are just like who knows where they came from.
Well, I think there's loads of voter fraud.
There is to some degree, yeah.
I don't
some counties,
think it's all mail in.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm sure there's plenty. I mean, I literally watched a story about this one guy who was like, yeah, I voted. I think it was for Kamala. He was like, yeah, I voted. I included my 3 dogs. I got them each to vote. And it went in.
Yeah. He mailed it off. It worked.
So it's like, I don't know. I don't care too much. Like, this isn't so, like, if we have it or if we don't, I don't think it's that big of an issue. I don't think that's going to change the voting that much, honestly.
You're probably right. I mean, it's not like I'm trying to be like, oh, like, if you're not able-bodied, you shouldn't be allowed to vote. But, yeah, I mean,
if you're not able-bodied, you could still vote, even if there was no mail-in. It's kind of a ridiculous thought process to even have. You're like, oh, well, Sally's in a wheelchair, and she can't take herself to the voting booth. And it's like, if Sally can't leave her house to vote, she can't leave her house to get groceries.
The guy in the iron lung can't vote.
Fuck that guy.
The iron
weirdo.
Iron lung.
I just want to stay in the iron lung. I just want to be like this for the rest of my. I'm gonna be a dumb idiot, dumb chud, idiot who does nothing for the rest of my life because I want to sit in this giant machine and do nothing every day. Fuck that guy. I don't get that guy voting. Fuck that guy. What are you talking about,
bro?
I mean, that's really like what do I want someone who's gonna affect the future of the country? Do I want someone who does nothing at all affecting the outcome of the future of the country?
I don't know. It's just
look at am I blanking on his name? The dude in the chair.
Stephen Hawking.
Look at Stephen Hawking, man.
Well, he's dead.
I know, but he was incredibly. He was way more disabled than that iron lung guy. He was out there doing shit, man.
Yeah, but he probably had like mad money from the grants from the hospital or something like that. Like,
bro, you think the iron lung guy?
Bro, Epstein gave him all that shit, bro. The hookup, in the.
They gave him his chair.
He might have.
Oh man, I didn't realize Epstein had the better chair, bro. It's like when you're playing a video game and someone's beating you, and they're like, "Oh, well, he's got a better gaming chair."
Well, he's got a better controller.
What the fuck are we even
he's got a better
about,
chair,
bro. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. He gave him like he gave him like the Razer Xbox One controller.
It's a good controller.
It's really good. What I'm saying, he gave that to him. He gave him a PS5 controller. He said, "Dude, here you go." He's like, "Thank you so much."
Dude, fuck the iron lung guy.
I understand what you're saying. You're like, why
it's basically like, imagine you're blind and deaf, and a doctor, through Braille, I guess, is like, I could cure your blind and deafness right now, and you could live a great life. And the blind and deaf guy's like,
I don't know how that relates to this. I was just talking about the like. I was more thinking about it in like a constitutional sense, where it's like, what are their rights? Can they vote? What if they just don't like Trump and they like Biden or something like that? Can they roll in there and vote for them? You know what I mean? Like vote.
What does it have to do with like which side you're voting for? They could, dude. Like if you're in an iron lung, which nobody is, that was the last guy.
No, I'm saying like you're like fucked up, disabled, like can't move, like you're so weak. What if someone has like really bad cancer and they can't move?
Right, man.
They're just like, I can't move. And maybe they have a kind of cancer. They have like no legs and no arms, and they're just like, holy shit. I'm really gonna like try to roll in there and go into like that little room and try to
no legs and no arms, which is a real thing. They can still be brought to a voting.
But how are they going to vote? You understand? Without someone filling it out for them and just mailing it.
What's they gonna mail it if they don't have arms?
Understand that? I'm saying there's a more like dignified way to vote. You know what I mean? Instead of
so you're telling me no. I don't understand.
Okay.
Because you're telling me having a helper fill out the mail-in ballot and send it in the mail is more dignified than having a mailer take them to the ballot.
Let's bring them in public.
What are they so ashamed because they have no arms?
Or they're just like, holy shit, I'm like so fucked up, and like I just gotta lay in bed, and like I maybe have a year to live, and but I do want to vote. They have a right to vote.
Oh, so they have a right to vote.
That's my point. Where it's like they're gonna.
Again, I said I don't really care if we have mail-in or no mail-in, but it's like if we don't have mail-in, the right isn't being taken away, and you're trying to defend that, which is retarded, because their right is still there. There are a million ways around it.
There's not though.
Yes, there is. You take them there if they're in excruciating pain. What are they gonna do, right? Like, oh, the mail-in comes. They're in excruciating pain. Oh, God,
they're laying there.
I want to vote for Biden, and then someone fills it out. Or
I miss Biden. Honestly, kind of a good president. I think about it, I'm like, this is an old dumbass. What? Imagine if he was 80, 85 years old right now. We just had an old president, like really old. Come on, you wouldn't think that's pretty cool? 86-year-old president.
Yo, I need that guy that commented.
He's not coming back.
About how you have no foresight for the future.
I do have a foresight.
I need him to.
People are gonna be looking back on this video,
continuously comment and be like, "Yo, this dude."
I hope so.
In the green hat or gray hat or whatever it is, like this dude is the biggest dumbass alive.
They're gonna go the guy in the green and black sweatshirt. That guy's a genius.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, this dude, he's got the vision.
He knows that people that are disabled shouldn't vote.
That's not what I'm saying, bro. All I'm saying is that if there's no more mail-in, you could still vote. Let me ask you this, right?
Yeah, we got 5 people in here.
No way, are you for real? Holy shit!
Yo,
we got a bunch of comments.
Meg the Stallion. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't realize out of nowhere that we had.
Let me read these. Let me read these.
Yeah, you can go ahead. Yeah, I was just making the point of like,
especially,
you know. But yeah, like, no, I was just
not deserved, Alex. Fuck you. Heineken, a divorced dad beer. Yeah.
No. Yes.
Only drinking it because it's what he's got,
bro.
Now finals or what?
Now we're gonna start roasting Heineken again. Like this is what happens with people.
Fuck it, send another $45 billion to Israel. Probably gonna happen anyway.
It is.
Yo, lock in, read chat. Clay Thompson Jewish. Is he? Same with Carl Ant Towns. He's black. Count.
That's crazy.
Currently commenting in my iron lung. Fuck y'all, we ain't disabled.
Oh my god.
You are disabled, first of all.
Well, I was just making the point.
Second of all, you're a dumbass if you're in that. Bro. Discriminatory to disabled people is insane. Don't care.
He doesn't care, bro. But I'm saying, like, I don't mind voting, mail-in voting. Like, who gives a shit? You know what I mean? Who fucking cares?
I mean, that's what I said. I don't care. I'm just saying. All I was saying was that if they took it away, the people who want to vote will vote. It will find a way. They'll find a way. It's not that hard. You go there. You're talking about people with excruciating cancer. This is my point before, where it's like, oh, like I'm in so much pain, I can't get out of bed and whatnot. They're either gonna have someone go there for them, or they're still gonna go because if they're in constant excruciating pain, they're in constant excruciating pain. They're either gonna do something or they're not going to, and it's gonna be in excruciating pain no matter what.
Bro,
I think it's just a really bad argument.
Well, I'm saying you're making the point of like, oh, they have a million ways to go out and vote, but you're being like, oh, I'm taking away one. I mean, you just put it right there.
But I'm not for taking away one. Like I said, I don't care. I genuinely do not care.
I mean, regardless, it doesn't really matter. Trump is going to lose. Like the reason why he's bringing this up is he's going to lose the re-election. Or not the re-election, the fucking midterms, and they're gonna just run through the ringer for fucking shits and giggles, you know.
Flip that and send it to his boss. Okay, bro.
Oh, clip on and send it.
Probably me, because apparently I'm making fun of the disabled. Oh no!
You guys, bro, you're trying to get this guy fired. Hey, come on, guys.
Oh no, my job.
Bro, it's not right.
I can never find a new one, I guess.
That's not cool. Listen, we're not talking. He's not. I don't think he's making fun of the disabled. He's just like he doesn't care, which I understand because it's like a voter suppression thing. You know what I mean? Like that's the kind of the tactic. Because I think with Republicans, what happens.
So do you think? How long has mail-in ballots been a thing?
I don't know.
Let's look that up.
Yeah, go ahead and look that up. But at least with Republicans, like they want to kind of like suppress the vote a little bit so that maybe they can keep a few seats or something in the House. But that's not going to happen. So regardless, I mean, like, look what's going on. Like it's funny because with this midterm coming up, like the Republicans are trying to gerrymander. They're trying to gerrymander other states like Virginia and like California, but the Democrats they ended up just gerrymandering back. It's really funny. They've just basically guaranteed themselves like more seats to fuck around with Trump again. I mean, Trump's going to be the president. He's going to be a president that's going to be impeached 4 times. Elected twice to 2 different numbers, 47 and 45, and he's going to be impeached 4 times.
This is crazy. Time magazine.
What's that? When has mail-in voting existed?
So they're talking about how it's kind of always been a thing, but not really. Where Time says how in the 17th century, where did it just go? In Massachusetts, men could vote from their home if their homes were vulnerable to Indian attacks.
That's awesome. So, see what I mean? Like it's a tradition we should try to keep around. I think.
Sure, bro. I'm cool. I'm cool with that, bro.
What if the Indians rise back up and they
apparently though, like the actual like mail-in voting thing was like it began in the 80s.
Someone, I just want to comment on it's a Splishy Films, I think.
I think that's Speshy, but
or Speshy Films. Yeah, he said Kamala Harris a black Jew, which I think is just a really great.
Probably true.
Hey, she might come back.
She's Indian.
No, but she might come back
when she's around Indians. Yeah, she is gonna come back.
Well, Indians are taking over politics, right? Like all together, it's gonna be Jews and Indians that run everything eventually.
Can't wait.
It's gonna be Jews, the chosen like kings and queens of America, and then
we was kings and shit, bro.
It's not gonna be black and white people. We're gonna be out of the picture. We're gonna be side by side digging the ditch. But yeah, let's see here. We also got the same guy, Trump with that face level 10 hoodie went far. So good. Level 10. What the fuck is that mean?
Face it level 10 is a Counter-Strike term.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Dude, we gotta get like an editor where it's like the Counter-Strike, like you open a case and like it's like the casino thing where it's
and then what pulls up?
Or clip. The clip.
So every clip that we post.
No, I'm saying one thing. Like, say we're talking about Counter-Strike. Your phone is crazy sitting like that. Like the way it's sitting there. I wish we could show.
I got hella aura, bro.
I wish we could show how this guy's got like a brand new, like iPhone orange piece of shit, and like it's just like hanging off like my filing cabinet here.
Yeah, and just have it like it's like
no case either.
Like you could just touch it and it'll fall off. No case.
Do you think buy a new one, bro? Do you think you could still get chicks with the iPhone, you think?
Yeah, I think you get I mean it works, bro. It works.
Like girls legitimately are like,
dude, do you have like the new iPhone? I got the orange one. It's nice. It's bright and orange. And like, how many chicks are like, oh my God, you have the new iPhone. Like, what you do after that, whether you get the chick or not is kind of,
it's kind of up to you.
It's kind of your game, but, I will say this dude Speshy in the comments, you're probably fat as fuck. Fuck you.
But what does level 10 freshy hoodie mean? Like, what does that fucking mean?
Face it level 10.
Or face it level 10.
So there's ranked in Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
And there's like 3 separate like ranking systems, and Face It's one of them. And Face It level 10 is the top rank. Now, if you play a certain amount of Face It, they give you points. And they have like a shop where you could buy stuff with the points. And if you play for like 10 years straight, every day, you can afford like they have like the Face It level 10 hoodie.
That's crazy.
What did they say?
They're saying Kamala Harris had the face it's shooting sleeve on, orange iPhone.
Yeah.
Rays.
So how do you think about this? There's gaming sleeves.
What do you mean sleeves?
It's like a sleeve that you just put on your arm.
Oh,
it's like a fabric sleeve.
Oh, like
and
you ever play base? You ever play like t-ball and like you get
yeah,
that
it's like
on?
essentially like the same thing, but it's like so that your arm slides across your desk better when you're using a mouse.
Oh,
It's like next level faggotry.
I should do that in my office job. Like, I'm trying to like send an email, like run across. Like, it's so stupid to think about, but it's like, oh my god, I'm speeding my work up. Actually,
Yeah, I'm actually just more efficient. You should give me a raise for this.
Yeah, I'm actually improving. I'm taking my job fucking seriously. So, yeah, but that's fucking awesome. I mean, the only game I fucking I mentioned this earlier, but I can't get Resident Evil 5 out of my head because I just fucking speedrunning it the whole day, which was just horrible. It's fucking terrible.
Yeah, you're a dumb chud for that.
I mean, bro, it's the truth.
Jason, a level 10 eater. Facts, though. Was eating Wingstop yesterday. Had a little Chipotle today. The Chipotle, though, I made it healthy, though. I got...
You made fast food healthy?
Chipotle even fast food? Like, what is that technically?
It's at least fast casual. That's a term.
That's gay.
I know it's gay, but that is a term.
I got just brown rice, double chicken, lettuce, fresh salsa, no sour cream, no guac. Basically like rice, beans, salsa, and a bunch of chicken. Because I was like, I gotta stop the chudness, bro. I'm chud maxing. Really am.
Chud maxing. Bro.
I say as I drink beer.
That is actually the true chud soy maxing. Like that's what that's what they want you to do. Is drink beer, sit around, smoke, and start a podcast.
I do want to go back. I low-key have Gamer Grip straight up lifting power in lotion form. I low-key have Gamer Grip straight up lifting powder in lotion form so my hands don't sweat.
It's so awesome. I respect it. You know, it is like this is how people look at like esports and shit like that, right?
Sure. I don't know.
I mean, it's kind of queer, but whatever.
That's interesting. I didn't know they made that.
You passed me a drink.
I don't have like sweaty hands, so I wouldn't need that. I do want to go back to this guy Alex in our comments saying discriminatory to disabled people is insane. So are you telling me that all voting before 1980 was discriminatory? Is that what you're telling me?
But you're saying that the mail-in voting went back to 1700s.
No, that was like very little instances of like bullshit. Like in Massachusetts, the only state where I guess there was Indians in the 17th century. That
there's Indians all over.
No, that's what I'm saying, but the law was only in Massachusetts. It's like bullshit laws like that.
Okay.
The actual starting of like true mail-in ballots was in the 80s.
Okay.
So I'm asking him, before 1980, was it all discriminatory, or was there just no disabled people before 1980? Or are you just a dumbass? I think I know the answer to that.
They did write a whole Voting Rights Act in the 60s. So there was like there was some fucked up shit going on, obviously, to some degree.
But that's what I was saying before. There always will be. You're kind of like stupid to not think that. There's always going to be some sort of fraud or some sort of issues with it. And there will never be a permanent fix. Things aren't fair always. Nothing is always perfectly fair. We could do our best to make it as best as we can, but if you just want to be like stupid and think that your answer is correct or right, then like that's just an ego issue that you have because you don't understand. You've never looked up the history of it and done the research. You just have an ego. And stuff like that is genuinely disheartening to see because so many people feel that way. And it's like you are a dictator in your own mind. If I was in control and I made all the rules, all my ideas would be perfect. You're a dictator. That's how dictators feel. You're a dumbass. It's simply put, dude.
Yeah, I guess so. But I mean, like, I don't know. I think that there's always like improvements that can be made. Like, you know, like I brought up like the 60s like law, and there was like legitimate discrimination.
This guy Alex said less disabled people then due to lack of health care and improvements to life for people with disabilities. Way more ways to keep people alive now. That doesn't answer my question. My question
he's
was
making a point. He's trying to make a more just society. You understand, like, because of the
no, I get the point that he's trying to make, but there was still disabled people before the 80s.
Yeah, but he's trying to move us towards a more progressive society where more people can participate in the democracy.
Like I don't have an issue with that.
But that's the point you're trying to make.
The point I'm trying to make is that he's trying to call me out as if I said I had an issue with mail-in voting, and I don't. And he's saying that I'm discriminating against disabled people, when in reality, if there's more disabled people with more healthcare and more improvements to life, then is there not going to be more possibilities for, let's say, voting or anything for these people?
I think you're missing his point, because what he's trying to say is that there's more longevity in people's lives. So these people that
you should not be restricted to voting.
That's I think his point and my point, where it's like, hey, if you're laid up in bed and you can't move, what if you're like 800 pounds? It would be an inconvenience for everyone else to show up with you to a ballot to vote. Like,
okay, so is an inconvenience taking a right away?
What do you mean?
You said it'd be an inconvenience for them. So you're essentially saying it'd be an inconvenience for this guy to vote in person.
If you were so fat, if you're like, you ever
saw others, which is ridiculous.
Okay, remember when we were talking about The Whale? The Whale is such a good movie. I love that movie, but The Whale is just a giant fat guy. Does he have the right to vote? I think so, yeah. Even though he's a fat ass, but it'd be such an inconvenience for him to get up, get in his car, and go vote, and stand in line with people to vote, right? For everyone else, because he smells bad, he's fucking fat as shit.
Let's be realistic.
He can't stand up for very long.
If you're 800 pounds, you should be getting up and moving around. Case closed. That's very simple.
No,
you need to lose weight.
But your weight doesn't have anything to do with your rights to vote, right?
Yeah, no, of course not. Dude, I said he can mail it in if he wants. All I'm saying is, if they took it away, that 800-pound guy, oh no, he's got to go and vote in person. What a shame, bro. You should get up and move anyway, fat ass.
Yeah, I agree, but yeah, he should probably lose the weight, but it's the whole it's the convenience factor.
Alex said, dude, just say you hate disabled people and get it over with. Alex, I think you were probably the most disabled person we've ever had comment.
Is it an Alex who I think it is? I mean, it's a really, I think it's a great
big
point.
Comment now.
You're a bigot.
Could be a middle ground. Census workers have to go door to door for a very accurate count on population/demographics. Why couldn't we do this with voting while showing ID with each person?
I agree.
Anthony, that's very true. Like I said, I think there's always going to be fraud, and there always has been fraud that dates back you've talked about during the Civil War or after the Civil War. You could talk about that a little more because you're more up to date on that. Whereas, like, the Republicans had a long streak of presidents and they were about to lose, and then the Democrat was going to win, and they basically hijacked it and like convinced him to drop out or whatever so that another Republican could win. It's like this dates back to literal Civil War times.
Well, it was like the election of like 1880 or something like that, or back then. But it was the way that Hayes was elected, President Hayes. So it was like this one elector that was going to like submit for this guy Tilden, who was just like this Democrat New York lawyer, and they didn't. They just like abstained from the ballot, which is like, okay, you can just do that, I guess. And like just a guy in the electoral college,
yeah,
like a random dude, basically. Like you have to think like who's in the electoral college. Like for instance, like this might be relevant for us. You can put the pieces together. But Chris Christie's wife was in the electoral college, for instance, for New Jersey, to submit votes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Random people. It is legit like random. It is like random people. But yeah, like he just didn't do that, and then they just went to the House of Representatives, which was all Republicans, and they chose obviously the Republican guy. Yeah. That happened also like with John Quincy Adams and Andrew Jackson.
Yeah. Well, that kind of is something else that I think about all the time, where it's like, I don't know, dude, you can make a big fuss about like mail-in ballots and whatnot, but like until you realize that the entire government needs to be deconstructed to go back to what it originally was based off of the Constitution, instead of this like ridiculous mess of what it's become, then like you don't see the actual bigger picture that's going to help anybody. It's like completely different from what it used to be. Entirely. Like people talk about how this is a capitalistic country. we live in cronyism. And, like, they've convinced people that we're either, like, late game capitalism or we're not even close. And it's just ridiculous. You know, we live in a world where our country is controlled by big business. The businessmen make the policy for the politicians by buying them out. And it's like you're sitting around talking about mail-in ballots when all of the politicians that you'd vote for anyway are in on this. You're not looking at the big picture, dude. We need to deconstruct what has been created through years of corruption if we want anything to actually get better. So to get ramped up and angry over something like that is just like it's like a minuscule issue in like a sea of problems. It's retarded. It's ridiculous.
I just think that you're right. You're exactly right about that, but it's kind of interesting that you say that, and like Trump is the one attacking it, which is just another reason why like he's such a disappointment, essentially.
Well, yeah, he's just part of it, bro. He like this is my issue with democracy is that it influences the greatest manipulator. Trump had people believing for the past like 12 years that he's like the different guy. He's the guy that's going to help the little guy and whatnot. And that's obviously not true. Not even close to true. You know, a great example I like to use like for the Democrats is like women are like, oh, well, they took my abortion rights away because they made it so that it's based by state instead of on a federal level. It's like, all right, where's a single Democrat fighting against that? Where's a single Democrat being like, we need to change who is in the Supreme Court. We need to actually get some Supreme Court justices to make it on a federal level again. Which Democratic politician have you heard even say that?
Well, you know, like the justices serve a life term. So like it's just kind of about timing. Which is why the court has become so like politicized.
The rules can change, dude.
Well, Trump, it's kind of crazy because like
rules change all the time, dude. Why are none of them fighting for that?
Because they can't do shit.
Yeah, bro. Because it's all ruled by corruption. There's nothing.
No, but I'm saying they with the Supreme Court they can't do shit because they literally like these people. They make a ruling and that's it. The abortion thing came up in an original Supreme Court ruling in the 1970s, and so it was struck up, and it was like, oh, there you have, this is illegal across the country, and just like that, same thing, it can be struck down the same way by the Supreme Court, and it's become such a powerful entity in our government where it's like, why do we have like, I mean, it's an interesting argument because it's like, why do we have these people? When you think, why are they on a life sentence or a life term? Why can't we vote for these people as well?
Well, what's interesting to me is how, people seem so stuck on the fact, well, we have to do this way because it's the rules and whatnot.
Right.
And the founding fathers of the country that we live in right now, in the 16th century, were like, to their leaders, fuck no, we don't have to do it this way. And then they fought for that.
Right.
But nobody seems to care about that, and that's an option. Right. At all, because they're too comfortable in their lives. They like sitting at home watching TV.
It's all the government's fault, dude. Because the only way the government can possibly change is if the government agrees. But what happens in this country? We vote 90% of these people back into office.
No, I disagree that it's the government's fault. I think it's the people's fault. All they do is vote for the same exact thing.
But the mafia kind of aspect of the government is that everyone is in Congress together. They all know each other. They will only agree on one thing, which is to give themselves a raise or to shoot down any legislation about term limits, right? Why does everyone in the Senate always shoot down term limits?
Why do you think?
Because they've all been there for 30 years and they don't want to leave because it's the greatest job in the world. You don't do shit. You get fucking free healthcare, a great job, and you get all the best stock picks. You make yourself a millionaire overnight.
This is exactly what I was saying, where if you're not against the system that we have in place, then you're just like useless. If you genuinely think voting for someone else is going to help anything, then you're uninformed. I'm sorry to tell you, but that's the truth. 100%.
No, I mean, I completely agree with you.
100%. And it's like, you say that, but it's like, oh, well, it's the government's fault. It's always the government's fault. That's why our founding fathers fought against the government that they were put up with. And then they changed it.
I agree.
And then it's become corrupted, which they knew could happen, which is why, like, convention of states exist or whatever. But nobody talks about that. They're not going to promote that.
Well,
if you sign up for the convention of states, then the people can democratically actually come together and vote to change the Constitution directly. Nobody knows that. You don't read Article 5 in the Constitution. Like, they don't promote that because they know that.
The only people in this country that read the Constitution are immigrants trying to get their like trying to get their citizenship.
Bro.
This
Like,
is the
this is
truth.
what I'm saying. So it's like
Yeah.
it's upsetting to try to argue about something like as like minuscule again as like, mail-in voting when it's like, dude, like there's such bigger fish to fry and you're not willing to fry them. You're just gonna sit there and you're gonna vote for whoever, and it's gonna be the exact same shit. Look at the debt that the country's been in through every president, and what side they're on, and how much debt it is. It doesn't matter what side they're on or anything. It just continuously grows because they're all in the same group that you're not a part of. And instead of actually trying to change something, you continuously vote for them. It's literally just one of the dumbest things. That's why, like, I don't know, like, I don't like care, bro. Like what am I supposed to do, bro? If I say this, people think I'm crazy.
I literally don't care, bro. What
Yeah,
the
I
fuck am
literally
I
don't care,
supposed to
bro.
do, bro?
If
No,
I
but
say this, I'm
listen,
crazy, and there's not enough crazy people, I guess, to actually try to come together and make a difference. Instead, they're gonna vote for the same thing and get angry at each other, not realizing that in groups we are way more powerful than they are.
Well, I mean, listen, that debt's gonna balloon because you have to understand like the amount of like military buildup that we've just launched off to try to fight Iran. We depleted us like probably close to 50%. At least not like 55% of our military, like ICBM, like missiles and shit like that. All this like expensive military technology that we're gonna have to just buy again at an inflated price from like Lockheed Martin. And that's what Trump does. That's what he's gonna do because all these people love him because he just he puts an extra like zero at the end of your check
Yeah,
for you
dude.
because he's just like yeah, sounds good. He is the guy that wrote the playbook on why stuff like construction, like I see this all the time in my job, but like why construction jobs for the government cost so much because it's no one's money. And everyone's like backslapping each other, like, yeah, all right, yeah, fix this up for me. And then they just like put another zero on the end of the check. They inflate the budget like crazy. They totally, like robber baron. They just rob the bank of the government, which is our money. That's our money that we give them to run the society that they're just like grabbing and taking, and it's just like, it's just a disgrace,
Dude,
and
it's
like
a
you
bunch
said,
of nonsense, bro.
you're saying you're talking about the debt, and I absolutely agree with you because it's like, how can this keep going? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I don't know. It's not working out well, and I mean, we do have like, I'm not super worried for like the end or anything because we do have the biggest military by so much. So it's like I'm not worried about like us getting conquered by anyone or anything, but I do worry for the quality of life for people because it's just I don't know, it's just continuously gotten worse in so many
I mean, I
ways.
do worry about the military aspect because, like, for instance, China, right? And then me and you always fight about this because I'm always
Yeah.
like, I'm a China. I see China, I'm like, wow, this is. I mean, I'm not trying to be like this is the country I want to live in, but it's like this is a country where it's like they're only focused on themselves and they're just kind of focused on their like surrounding area. They're in a more contentious area than we are. We have great neighbors, for instance, like America. Like Canada's a good neighbor.
Yeah,
Mexico
yeah.
kind of sucks, but realistically, they're a pretty good neighbor too. Like, we just have two kind of big countries on either side of us, which is great. But
Yeah, man.
China,
Grass cutters.
I love it. Yeah, but like China is only working on defense. They're only working on defense of their own country, and they're just trying to focus on their own people. And they love that we are again going out to another mission in the Middle East and depleting our stockpile of weapons and all this other stuff that
Oh, for sure.
makes them more powerful. Same with the Russians as well. The Russians are loving this because their oil, right, because of the Strait of Hormuz and whatever, all this bullshit, this bullshit blockade. The Russian oil is becoming more valuable and cheaper to the Europeans. So the Europeans are fighting a war with Russia. They're fighting like a proxy war with Ukraine. And they're also going to start considering buying oil from Russia. So Russia's going to be fighting them and selling to them. It's like a perfect mixture. And we'll be involved with this like, because it's like a Trump ego war. We'll be involved with this for years because Trump won't give up.
Oh, for sure. We're always going to be involved with it. It doesn't even matter if it's Trump or not. It's like we're good. Like,
Gavin Newsom's going to be like, well, we got to keep going in.
Yeah, we got to keep doing it.
We got to keep trying.
We got to keep trying. We got to keep pushing. We're going to keep moving money around. It's going to be from the American people.
Of course.
But, we're going to pay it anyway, and our debt's going to keep going up. And, they're going to have to pay an extra $1 for gas. But who cares?
Well, this is the governor. This is the governor of the state where when he's going to be leaving office, like in 2027,
yeah,
gas is going to be like $8 in the state.
yeah.
And he's going to be like, I don't know what to tell you. That Trump guy's an asshole, right? Anyway,
yeah.
It's interesting. The gas is
really interesting.
The gas is $10 now, and I don't know how to end the war. But I got a 600 on my SATs, and I'm a dumbass, and I'm you guys. And,
dude, that clip was great.
Oh my god.
Of him being like, I'm just like you. I can't read, and I got a really bad SAT score. I'm just like the black people. That's what he said. He's like, I'm just like the black people.
It's literally like a level. Like I never thought in my days. This is from the heart. I never thought in my days that someone could level up the Hillary Clinton, hot sauce clip. Remember that clip? Carry hot sauce in my personal. Like, really?
Everywhere I go.
Everywhere I go. Oh my god! Amazing. I never thought that someone would level it up. And again, this is like the prequel to the prequel. We're not even in the primaries. We're not even anything with Gavin Newsom because there's so much more to come that you're going to see and be like, wow, this guy is the biggest buffoon. And we are going to make him the 48th president of the United States. And we are going to do this. Because why not? Because we're like, fuck it. We don't care anymore.
I'm at a point, let me say this. I'm at a point where it's basically like, I'm going to vote for like whatever's anti-current. Someone say something new.
He said, yeah, then he took APAC funding. I'm just gonna take a quick bathroom break, guys. I'll be right back. But can you handle this? Yeah. All right. I just have to go.
I'm kind of at the point where I'm like very anti like everything. So it's like we're gonna see who wins for next president. And whatever voting I could do after that, it's gonna be against the president. I'm just gonna vote. Like I just want to fuck shit up, and that's it. I don't really care. Like I don't think it's gonna matter either way for the quality of our lives. It's the point I'm at, bro. And this asshole just loves talking about politics, and I'm like, dude, like I'm tapped out, bro. There's nothing we could do unless we all actually came together. And us coming together is very unlikely. So, I don't know. I'm level 10 at being against everything. That's basically it. 5 though that are watching can watch me chug the rest of this. Such a chud, bro. Shit's cooked, bro. Shit's cooked. Boots on the ground won't exist in the next 10 years. My buddy in the Navy is only training drone flying and cybersecurity. It's actually interesting. What age can I buy a house? Average, I think first time home buyer right now is 39, so give it, another 20 years. By the time actually we are around that age, it'll probably be another 20 years ahead. So probably when you're 60. That's probably my best bet. But that is interesting. Yeah, 50. Yeah. You're welcome. Boots on the ground won't exist is kind of interesting. I'm actually curious.
Vito here said, but boots on the ground won't exist in the next 10 years. My buddy in the Navy is only training drone flying and so. Yeah, I mean you have to understand that's what has kept Iran going this entire time. And I'm not trying to be like it's kind of funny like Pete Hegseth is in front of Congress saying, you're disrespecting the troops, and I don't know if that guy exactly was, but you're saying you're disrespecting the troops because, we're kind of just locked in this position with Iran where there's no end in sight. And the reason why they've been able to keep up with that is because they have drones. Iran has drones. Like, Trump and him are not wrong by saying, oh, Iran is doing so badly because their navy, and again, they're doing badly, but their navy is destroyed. Their armed forces is messed up. They're not going to shoot a missile at us or harm any of our allies. Realistically, maybe Israel, but that's the only person they really have to worry about. And they have a great defense system, obviously. So there's really no harm coming to anyone's way, like us or our allies, like real harm. But what's keeping them alive is that they're able to bomb bases with drones and just kind of preoccupy us. And it's sad to say, but every death that comes in that's an American life for Iran, like they kill one of our soldiers, that's another scratching head moment where it's like, when is this going to end? Like, because I think the American people are so adverse right now to seeing any kind of Middle East war because the last one in the 2000s was such a disaster that we're like, do we need to keep doing this? And the reason why, and Trump is lucky this is his second term, because if he was trying to run again, he'd be probably such a disaster. He'd probably lose and be totally disgraced from office. But he's lucky, or the America doesn't want to see this anymore. The Republicans, real conservatives that voted for him, don't want to see another Middle Eastern conflict where we go there, we fight, people die, and then we leave. Right? We just saw that like 6 years ago, 5 years ago, with the ending of leaving all of our equipment in the Middle East and letting ISIS take it and take over Iraq or Iran. Yeah, Iraq. Afghanistan. We just saw that. We don't need. No one wants to see that again and say, "Oh, this is what we need. This is what we should be spending like the goodwill of America first in." You know. Oh, what age can I buy a house? 50. Yeah. I mean,
well, he asked me that, and I said probably 60, and then that guy Yuffie said 50, and I was like, yeah, it's.
We got a new comment though. Drones are cheap, mass produced, and easily operated. Maybe training is code red on the team. They're mass shipping.
But what do you think? My question was, so if there's less boots on the ground, you were the same. We're both like very anti-war. Does that mean if it's all drone warfare, is that less or more deaths?
It's probably less.
See, that's what I was thinking. But also, what if like I don't know if I've seen footage of these drones and how they work. Dude, they're bombs. They're flying bombs.
Yeah. No, I mean
Are they going to bomb more people? Are they going to attack areas? Because war isn't like it used to be. Oh my goodness! Holy.
Not to cut you off, but I've seen so many videos of like the you can watch. It's so fucking crazy, but you can watch a lot of footage of the Ukraine war just online, like a lot of random websites. And I think if you look through Reddit, you could probably find some links or like some shit. But these drones, I saw a video where it's like this drone is flying towards a Ukrainian guy and has a grenade on the bottom of it.
Yeah.
And like there's just like a button that pulls that grenade out, and like the guy is, and it's just a hand grenade flying towards the guy. So that's kind of like the shit that, kind of like the cheap tactics that are being used, and that's what that was the point I was trying to make earlier, where I was like, China's watching this, and they're basically watching us bankrupt ourselves because we're shooting a missile at Iran that costs like $3 million a pop. We're shooting like hundreds of them, and they're fighting us back with $40,000 drones. And when you see the map there, and what we're gonna have to buy to resupply ourselves and get back up to a proper, amount of ammo, missile stockpile and everything like that, to be able to be a legitimate threat to something like China, or if there was another war to break out in like the East or something like that, or to defend our European allies. That's what's scary, where it's like, are we going to be able to fight another, like say another conflict pops off along with this one, and along with Ukraine, and along with Israel, Gaza, and everything like that. Like,
yeah, well, you know how I feel about that, where it's like, I don't worry about that because we're such a big market for other countries.
I know, but it's going to inflate. It's going to inflate our, like we were just talking about. We're going to inflate the debt, because we went from like this year was a $1 trillion.
Let me backtrack. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but let me backtrack. My main concern with the whole drone thing, that was a great comment, was are we just gonna start killing people left and right? Because like I know you said you like that one specific video is pretty famous, where it's like, yeah, it's literally a drone with a hand grenade on it, and it drops the grenade on the guy. He's like running away. It's like terrifying, but there's more advanced drones than that. That's just like the beginning, where it's like, there's drones that it's like a little suicide bomber in a sense that could blow up like buildings.
Yeah.
Well,
the gentleman,
or it's like have you seen the not APAC? What's Peter Thiel's company? I'm sorry, Palantir. You've seen the Palantir like AI videos that they make where it's like thousands of drones attacking like a ship at once. It just obliterates it. It's like, is drone warfare going to become basically like obliteration, or is it going to be more attacking areas and spaces just to like sort of wreck it to send a signal? I know sometimes in war they send out letters to the place they're going to attack, like, don't have people here, it's getting bombed.
Mm.
Will it be like some sort of fair warfare like that, or is it going to be used in surprise attack and just regular attack variants where we're just killing so many people with it?
I mean, that's probably what's gonna happen. Like,
that's like
that is the scariest part.
Yeah.
Like, well, this guy, I think it's the same guy, Anthony here. Or, well, how you say this? A.E. Ufi? Yuffie. He was saying that he wants to see like richer countries develop. I mean, we are a very rich country and we're developing like drone AI technology. China's a super rich country and they're gonna they basically helped invent drones for the most part with like I always mention this book, Breakneck, really good book about China. Yeah, like how they think and everything like that. They basically invented the modern drone. I mean, like where they were building the iPhone, there's a bunch of guys like hanging out, a bunch of Chinese like guys who have a bunch of extra parts where one's for the camera for the iPhone, one's a part for like a RC helicopter, like toy, and they put them together and they create like the modern drone of how we know it, and it's just kind of upgrade from there. So how they're gonna take on drone technology is gonna be really amazing. They're probably gonna be super streamlined about it too because they're China.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a competition about who can kind of dominate each other, and that's gonna be the really scary part. My real fear is that testing ground going to be like something like Taiwan? Are they going to fly a bunch of drones in there? Are they going to send in like? You ever see that show, Black Mirror?
Yeah, I a little bit. Not I haven't like.
There's this episode. There's this episode that's like one of the better episodes where like it's like this girl is like in the post-apocalypse. She's hiding from like a little drone dog, basically. That's like has like a little machine gun on it. I don't remember the episode really well, but it has like killer shit on it where it could like kill her like really quickly. It's almost like a horror movie kind of thing. It's like a little drone. Like the main swarm will be swarm of drones that goes and kills the people. This sounds so fucked up, but it kills most of the people.
Like how you smiled as you said.
I'm just saying it's so fucked up. You just have to laugh.
You guys try to tell me that I'm fucked up. Oh, I hate the disabled and all that. Look at this.
I'm laughing.
He's smiling. He's smiling with the death of so many people.
I'm laughing because it's almost like movies warned us, where it's like the Terminator. You know what I mean? Like
everything. Oh well, yeah, for sure.
Everything warned us about what was going to happen.
Me with that is like the human mind is so like universal, where it's like I think a lot of this shit that we see today is probably like inspired by a movie, and then vice versa. Obviously, movies are inspired by what's happened today, but I think I already read that.
Yeah.
Like a movie comes up and some rich asshole who's has got the in is like, dude, we could make this. I'm gonna hire the 10 best guys for this. There's this super weapon. And we're gonna secretly I'm nobody. I'm just a rich guy. Nobody knows about I'm not like Elon Musk. I'm just a rich dude. I got $1 billion. And I'm gonna spend 50 million of that on making this super weapon. And I'm gonna work with the government because I got the in with them.
They're gonna give me money.
And we're gonna make money and we're gonna sell it.
Yeah.
And
dude, SpaceX is gonna go public soon. It's funny that you're talking about that. SpaceX, like the company.
Yeah.
That was basically funded by Obama. Obama was giving them like millions of dollars.
Yeah.
To be like, here you go. Get to work.
I will say, yes, you're completely right, but if you look at like the graph of it, it's like obviously it starts at zero and then it kind of like not zero, but it keeps going up like steadily, and then Bush hits and it goes up a little bit, and then Obama hits.
No, but you have to understand,
like holy fuck.
There was a year during the Clinton presidency where he had a zero deficit. That means he balanced the budget. That means the government spent what the government took in.
Yeah.
You believe that?
I know what that means. Yeah.
You know, like it was that is not heard of in the last 30 years. Like,
Oh no.
Like not
not even fucking close.
So it really started with Bush, and I understand what you're saying. Like Obama was trying to create like he was trying to create a giant healthcare system, but it didn't work.
Yeah, it just didn't work out. I respect it, but what I don't respect is that Obama, and you know, this guy Alex, I think he knows about this.
He knows about Obama?
He knows about the pizza counter.
No, it's nothing. The pizza counter. What do you mean the pizza counter? Like Pizzagate?
Let me get $1. Broke ass motherfucker.
We should give people $1 for watching.
Well, so I was just talking about with a friend how like you know how like I'm gonna bring this to CS2. We've talked about this in the pod before.
I like talking about Counter-Strike.
I know. You know how in the White House there's like a tracker that